Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm back. I had to talk some more about the new Earning app, the new Earning app, right? It really it really got me thinking, right? As I'm doing this review of this app, which is clearly for people that are in debt. I mean, this app is like, you guys have no idea what this app says about people and their finances, the people that actually use this app. Okay. And what they're doing is nothing, they're not doing anything hidden, they're not tricking you in any way. If you just use math, you'll clearly see that they're not tricking you, right? They're just banking on the people that don't use math, that don't use mathematics. Because it's really horrible, right? But as far as a business design, on the other side of it, as just looking outside, looking in, it is absolutely brilliant. You guys don't even they have you actually tipping them for giving you your own money early, that they're going to charge you for doing it, and you're actually tipping them to do it. It is just you guys have no idea how much of a masterpiece this app is. This is just, whoever thought of this is just hands down, man, hands down. You guys have no idea. They just took a look at the amount of money the bank was making in overdraft fees. They just said, hey, you know what? Let's get a piece of that. And all they did was had to make it sound like it was smaller to believe that you'll be paying less in overdraft fees. It's just crazy how they did it. It was just like, man, somebody really, really smart thought of this, and it's all legal. And all it does is bank on you uh just not trusting math. It's just the craziest thing to see. It's just amazing, right? But my point is this, getting back on here, seeing that this app can make just over $500,000 in 1 month should tell you guys something. These people are generating income at just over a $500,000 in 1 month. That blows me away. That really just, you know what that says to me? That says to me, it's messed up out there. People are really blind to mathematics. That just blows me away. People don't even see that, man. That just blows me away. And this is what it made me think. This made me think about tonight. I hope you guys are paying close attention to how many of the young people that are understanding what I'm saying. They're getting younger and they're getting younger. And you older people, you guys don't even see it happening. You know what I was put here for? I was put here for to create the next generation of millionaires. Now I know some of you parents, you guys see it because you see your kids catching on. They're like, whoa, why? What is he saying that's so different? You thinking, you're wondering why your young kids are just adapting to what I'm saying so easily. You're like, whoa, they're just interested in this. Wow, you know why? Because the only thing I'm using is basic math, and they know it. That's why they're catching on. The younger they are, they realize math is absolute. They're catching on. Wait a minute. All I have to do to become a millionaire is just use math on my finances? Yes, that's it. You know what else I'm learning along my journey? People my age, I'll be 50 tomorrow. People my age, if they haven't figured it out by now, ooh, man, I got some bad news for you. I mean that. I mean that. I got some bad news for you. If you have not figured out what I'm telling you right now will change your life forever, I got some bad news for you, man. If you're stuck in your ways about it, hold on for a second. If you are stuck in your ways and not accepting the fact that you're just in debt, you're going to die in debt. You will never, ever, 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 ever be able to feel what I'm trying to express to you. And when I tell and when I teach this business, when I created this business, I tell everybody I would be able to show you and prove to you everything I'm saying to be true with just simple mathematics. And all you got to do is believe it. I would really hate for somebody to wake up at 55, 60, and be like, damn, LJ told me this 10 years ago. He was preaching that. He was preaching that 10 years ago. He told me, man, he said, let go of those cars you are upside down in. They mean nothing. He told me chapter 7 is a very, very good thing to get. Very good thing. That's why it's so hard to get. He told me to stop listening to other people in the debt matrix calling ourselves homeowners while having 30-year mortgages. He said, stop calling yourself a homeowner. I am here to make the next generation of millionaires. That's my job. I hope you parents are noticing how younger the kids are getting to understanding what I'm saying. Because they're right there in the grade school era. They know, wait a minute, that's the math we just learned. Yep, that's it, kids. That's it. Yeah, that math you learned in second and third grade. Yes, that's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do is remember that. If you never forget that through your whole entire life, you will become a millionaire. No one will be able to fool you. No one will be able to fool you with money scams. You know why? Because money scams make no financial sense. That's how to tell it's a money scam. Money scams are only aimed at people who are in debt. And you youngsters that are catching on to me now, you find it so easy, right? It's like, because I know you youngsters are looking at me like, you're not even saying anything complicated. I know. That's why you guys can understand me, because I'm not. But people older than me think I am. That's the only difference between the rich and the not rich. See how easy that was, kids? It's that easy. If you never forget that when it comes to your money, you will always be rich. What I know today now, this is what I know today now for the youngsters that can hear what I'm saying. They can clearly hear me just using basic mathematics. This is all you have to use. It's just basic mathematics. And you will always win with money. It'll prevent you from entering your feelings about it. You won't care about how people feel. You won't care how people look. You won't care about people's things. You won't care how big their house is or what kind of car they drive. You won't care about any of that stuff because it means absolutely nothing. It means nothing. You will grow up realizing that too. You'll look at everything as a thing with no emotional attachment whatsoever. It's a thing. Now, I'm not talking about your family. That's different. I'm not talking about other human beings. I'm telling you, things, houses, cars, jewelry, you will understand they are simply things. The price tag on those things are imaginary. If they believe those things are worth that much money, that's just what they believe. It's nothing more, nothing less. That's just what they believe. This is something that you will never, ever, ever, ever forget. You'll never accidentally finance a car again or get in such a tough time that it'll force you to finance a brand new car. That will never happen. And you won't care what anybody thinks. And things like this Earning app, man, you guys don't really see it for what it is. When you're in the debt matrix, you just can't see that for what it is. What that tells me, it tells me how bad things are. Installment loans on the rise, earning apps, things like this are on the rise. All these Acorn apps, all these places that are claiming to invest your money for you. It, that's what you believe. But when your finances are in the negative, you're not investing anything. You have nothing. Your net worth is nothing. It's zero. Money doesn't even exist for you. You don't even, people don't even realize. It's like, I'm gonna give you an example. Okay. So you kind of get what I'm saying when I say these type of things and people still don't get it. Sometimes I throw a question out there. I'm like, hey, what if you had $100,000 in student loan debt and you inherited $80,000? What would you do? You throw this question out there and people have all these different 100,000 different answers about putting a little money here, put some down on this, put some here, put some there, da da da. When there's only one answer, the answer is negative $20,000. You have no money to do anything anywhere. You're still in the negative. Why does the majority believe they do? When math clearly shows that they do not. Now, you young people, you see how I did that? You see how I just used simple math? You throw that question to the older adults and see how many answers you get in return. Why are there so many why are there so many answers in return when there's only one? It's negative 20. There is no money to do anything. You're still in the negative. Why do the older people believe they do? That's how you become a millionaire. It's because they do. That's what they believe. When you see the older adults finance cars, right? They claim they get it on sale. They don't know no one gets a finance car on sale because they financed it. That's why they didn't have the money to finance it. They don't know they're financing the taxes too. They don't know that. How come they don't know that? That's how you become a millionaire. It's because they don't. I want you guys to really, really notice when this earning app takes off the way it has. It's already shot off. I didn't really hear about it until just recently, right? There's going to be a whole bunch of them just like it pretty soon, right after. If they're not out already. People in debt, man. I really, from the outside looking in right now, I feel, I really feel sorry for you guys, man. I do. I do, man. These some of these businesses, man, they are taking full advantage of your lack of knowledge when it comes to money. They are doing you guys dirty. I mean, like, if you i- if you really knew how much you were earning an hour, you would clearly see that you are slaves. You would clearly see that. If in your mind you really believe you're never ever going to pay off your student loan ever, you're a slave. I promise you, you're a slave. How do I know this? Because I have no debt. I owe nobody anything. That's how I know. If you've never met anybody in your life that could say what I'm telling you right now, ask yourself, how come? It's not crowded on this side. The wealthy are not mean people. They're not hoarders. They're not keeping the money from you, all that stuff you hear when you're inside the debt matrix. That's none of that is true. I'm just telling you guys that none of that is true. There's plenty of room for everybody over here. I promise you. How do I know this? Look at the earning app and others like it. Look how much money they're making. And I'm trying to tell you guys this: only people in debt would ever in their life use such an app. We would never put our money in such an app. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would never do that. And when you hear that in my voice, right? You got to stop and think like, why is LJ saying it like that? Because I'm telling you what is. All you got to do is use basic math and you'll clearly see what I'm talking about. It's clear. And then when I see that many people using that app, I go, holy smokes. A lot of you guys are pretending to be rich for other people in debt. And you guys are just pretending to be rich to each other. When you're out of the debt matrix, we clearly can see who's rich and who's not. That's clear. It's not a mystery. It's a whole different language. If you've never been debt free in your life personally, you have no idea the language of debt free even exists. You guys have no idea. It's impossible for you. You know why? Because you've never been debt free. I mean, and when I say debt free, I mean you owe nobody on earth a dime. Nobody. No, nobody. Nothing's lingering out there. No collections hiding that you don't want to pay. I mean, absolutely nothing. That is the only way you're going to ever know the feeling that I'm trying to describe to you. This is why the young people can hear me. You guys don't even, I bet, I just found out today I got fifth graders listening to me. Fifth graders. I'm here to make the next generation, to create the next generation of millionaires. That's, I'm already seeing where it's going. I'm almost telling you, you guys, where it's going. I'm almost telling you. And I'm telling you the connection. I'm using basic mathematics. That's it. When you're on this side of, when you can see everything, I can see everything. I can see everything. You know what? You know what I'm going to invest in? I'm going to invest in the Earnin app. If I was doing that, wow, almost over almost $600 million in 1 month. You better believe I'm investing in the Earnin app. This is obvious. People believe they're contributing to their 401k while their net worth is in the negative of zero, and they still believe they're contributing to their 401k retirement. What? Hold on, you guys. Sorry. They believe they are contributing while living in the negative. No, so this is to the youngsters. This is to the youngsters, okay? Like I keep saying, the reason why you guys connect with me, the reason why you guys can hear me, because that is exactly what I'm doing. I'm using the math that you just learned in grade school. Okay, that's it. I'm not doing anything higher. That's why I'm telling you, that's why you guys can connect, right? This is all you have to do to become rich. Continue to use the mathematics that you learned in grade school when it comes to your finances. Never forget this. We couldn't count, if math didn't exist, we couldn't count money. So if you never forget that, you will always be rich. That's the answer. If it doesn't make mathematical sense, it doesn't make financial sense either. If you always remember that, you will always be rich. When you get to be an adult and say like you were getting ready to finance a house, okay? And you did need a mortgage. Okay, this is what you do. You only get the mortgage that's best on the very best one on the market. That's the only one you will accept in your life. Only the best one. And then when you get that house, never call yourself a homeowner until you paid every penny of that house off. Somebody asks you, "Hey, is that your house?" You say, but I'm still buying it." Or however you want to say it. Make sure you keep saying that to yourself over and over again. Each time somebody asks if you're a homeowner, you say, "Nope, I'm just buying." Till one day you're going to get really, really tired of saying that. And then you're going to do whatever it takes to pay that house off fast so you'll know you are the true homeowner. And then when you become a homeowner, youngsters, when you become a homeowner, a true homeowner, watch how many people around you with mortgages will call themselves the exact same thing and not even know it, that they are not. Even if you told them. If you never forget that, you will always become a millionaire. You will become a millionaire, a billionaire, whatever. Those you will realize millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, those are just names. Those are names that resonate with the broke. It says, "Hey, if this name is on me, I'm rich." right? And then they just equate how much money they think that is. Period. That's not. It's nothing more than that. Nothing. I can already tell. It's like I'm actually even showing you guys. You guys are seeing it. You guys are actually hearing it. A 50-year-old making sense to a kid in fifth grade? That doesn't even, I mean, think about it. That doesn't even make sense. Why is that even possible? How? What could this 50-year-old, what could be so interesting with this person in fifth grade, interesting in a 50-year-old, right? There would be nothing. What would you guys talk about? Mathematics. It never changes. That's the connection. I'm even telling you guys out loud to your face, and half of you guys still won't believe it. That's the connection. Nothing else would make sense. Doesn't that make sense? That makes sense to me. That makes total sense to me when I even say it out loud. That makes total sense to me. I'm not just saying this, I'm showing you guys. I'm showing you it's happening. I'm here to create the next generation of millionaires. I am. I know for exact I am. Because I'm telling you, guys, women, men my age, if you have not figured this out by age 50, if you have not figured this out by age 50, you're in some deep trouble. I promise you, you're getting in trouble. You only have so much time to turn this around. I would really, 50 is like 50 is like the deadline of you better wake up. I mean, that's the best way I can describe it. 50 is like, this is, you better wake up somewhere and accept this and do something about it. Mm. And I ain't gonna front, man. I thank God. I don't know what woke me up at age 40. I knew something was wrong. I just knew something was wrong. Something didn't make sense to me. Okay. Whatever that was that woke me up, I thank God every day. Whatever that was that woke me up, man. Because I'm telling you, I'm trying to explain something to you guys. Once I figured out all I had to do to become rich was use basic math on my finances, I was mad, angry at myself. Youngsters, I'm preventing you from ever feeling this, okay? Because the only reason why I'm really mad because I'm just at the age I am. I know I could have been a freaking multimillionaire in my 20s, easy. Mm. Nah, but once you come to this side, man, once you come to this side, everything it took for me to become financially free, it was worth it, man. It was worth it. You guys that come to this channel, it's clear that my channel is different unlike any others. How can I make such a bold statement? You tell me, how can I make such a bold statement? You know why? Because I believe in mathematics. I'm telling you the answer to your face. Telling you to your face. And people still don't believe it. But for the youngsters, okay, this is for you guys again. In order for this system to work, it must be this way. The majority must remain believing that. Believing whatever they must remain believing that. That is the only way this system will work. This is clear. Youngsters, if you believe in math, you will clearly understand the purpose of taxes. You will clearly understand why you can go to prison for tax evasion. That's why you never, ever, 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 ever cheat on your taxes, ever. Follow the rules and you'll understand the purpose of taxes. You can legally not pay them. If you figure out how you can legally not pay them, you will see there is no reason to cheat on them. This is why you can go to prison. It's the backbone of the whole economy. This is why you guys will become the next generation of millionaires. None of this is a secret. Calling it a secret made it a secret, and the majority believe it's a secret. That's why it's that's why it's a secret to them. That's why it's phantom to them. They believe it's a secret when it's not. That's why anybody can choose to be free. Anybody. Youngsters, never forgetting this, never forgetting. This is all a choice. This will help you remove your feelings from your money. If you never forget, it is a choice for every single person in the United States. It is a choice. Hell, in the world. And you will clearly see the true, you will clearly see the true design. It's like most people don't even realize it's pretty obvious to me that the wealthy create the laws and the rules. That's clear to me. I mean, I don't know why people can't see that, but it's crystal clear to me, right? True wealth is owning the time in your life, and then once you own the time in your life, you have all the time in the world to make as much money as you wish. Most people don't understand that. You have all the time in the world to make as much money as you wish, but the majority just sell it short. Sometimes I think about that. I think about how much the time of my life I sold short. Hopefully, if I can show you guys at a young age, you will never have to experience what I'm trying to explain to you. You'll never have to have felt that debt was just a part of life when it's not. That's not a part of life. That was my choice to be that part of life, but I was made to believe it was. You'll never have to know that. You'll never have to know what it feels like to be forced to work at a place you don't want to work at, but you can't leave because of the money you make. And that's your only experience in life, whatever that job is. When you're in debt, you have no choice but to stay and take it. You guys stay out of debt, you'll never have to feel that. You'll never have to feel that. You'll never have to give up the time in your life for free in hopes that you, just because you're being a team player, that in hopes you'll cross your fingers and get a raise and all that other stuff, while you're giving the time in your life away for absolutely free, in hopes and cross your heart, hope you get this raise, because this next raise is going to free you, when it never does. It never does. When you guys get out in the working world as a debt-free person, you'll never have to experience that ever, because you will never let that happen. You will understand a job is a business, nothing more, nothing. You guys are only there to do a job. That's it. That's why you know each other, because you all work there. You'll clearly see that. If you don't like it, you'll walk in, you'll sign up for a job, you'll just be excellent at what you do, and be there and do your job and do it well. You know you ain't going nowhere, because it's about business. If you produce, you ain't going anywhere. I promise you. A business will never let you go if you're producing. Why would they do that? That makes absolutely no sense if they did. So you would automatically know that you're not going anywhere, because you produce. And if you produce and you know you produce, you're going to demand the amount of money you know you produce at. You will name your salary. You won't have to work your way up grades over 5, 10 years just to get to grade 2 and 5 and 4 and 24.2 and all this other stupid nonsense. You'll be like, oh, what? Oh, what's the top? What's that? Yeah, that's what you want. That's what you're going to tell them. You can say, that's where I want to start. You'll say exactly that. I promise you. That's what you'll say. If you know you're worth that, and you know you're that good, and whatever you do, you'll say what it's worth. And you'll make it clear, hey, I'm here. Here at 8 to 5 or whatever. I'm not working off the clock. I don't answer emails after 5. I don't answer phone calls after 5. If you want anything after 5, you're gonna have to double my salary. I know it sounds crazy, but I want you to think to yourself, does it sound true? Does it sound true? Because it is. Youngsters, you guys will never, you you guys, that's what you guys will do when you're financially free. That's how it is. And I promise you, you guys, I promise you, business, like true businesses that know, that's why they're multi-billion-dollar businesses, they will know who you are. You will stand out. Why do you think they're asking for people's personal credit reports now? To look at your credit score? Nope, not doing. No. Mm-mm. Now, this is just my opinion, because because this is my opinion, but it just seems obvious to me, just to see how much debt you're in. If you're deep in debt, they own you. If you're not, they can say, oh, this person's here. If you got two people doing a job, right? One's deep in debt that is good at his job, and one's not deep, not has no debt at all and good at his job. The one that's good at his job with no debt is going to get, you better believe he's getting a higher wage than the person that's deep in debt. Because the business knows this person here that has no debt, he's there because he want to be there. He's not there because he has to be there. He's there because he wants to. And trust me, in interviews, that will be made clear. This is why I'm connecting with the youngsters now. And those of you who are paying attention, you gotta really, you gotta really see it for what it is. Here it is, like I said, a person in the grade school, 5th grade, connecting with a 50-year-old. There could be absolutely no other connection that will connect a person such far distances apart in ages. Nothing. The only thing that can be is mathematics, because time doesn't matter. When it comes to math, time doesn't matter. That's why I connect with them. And if these kids can convince their parents, if these kids can convince their parents to see what I see, oh man, you guys have no idea where that's going. I mean it. It's like, let me like their parents might not want to hear what I'm saying, but if their children tell them, that's different. That's different. You can't just blow your child off. You can't, hey dad, mom, I want to show you something. You can't just say, yeah, F off. I don't no, you can't do that. That's your kid. You gotta listen. They'd be like, no, no, let me show you something. Oh, I don't want no. Well, you can't be as brush off then. That's the difference. And then if their kids can show them something, hey, that'll be cool. But my mission is the kids, man. I'm excited. I didn't even know it was going that route. I honestly, I was out here trying to help people my age. I'm starting to realize people my age is it's probably a lost cause. I hate to be that harsh, man, but now that I'm out of debt, I mean, oh man, I mean, if you my age and you got like a couple $100,000 in student loan debt, ooh, man, no. I mean, if you're my age and you got $100,000 in student loan debt, man, I just the best way I can describe it, I can describe it to a person that's never been in debt. This is the best way I can describe it, okay? So you can really kind of get an idea of what it's like to feel what I feel today, okay? Imagine total up your total debt in your mind right now, okay? Total up your total debt, whatever you think it is, right? Yes, including your mortgage, student loan, collections, everything. Like total up how much it would take to wipe out all that debt, okay? Now imagine somebody comes and writes you a check for that exact amount, and they said they're not going to give it to you. Okay, they're not going to give you the money. They're just going to go directly and pay off all the debt themselves. All right, you just get a hold of it all, and they go directly to the debt, and then they pay off everything. How would that feel to you? Okay, you couldn't get the money, but the money was wrote directly to all every debt you owed in the world, and every single debt was now paid off. How would you feel? How would that make you feel? That's what it feels like to have a net worth of zero. Not a million, not a billion, not a trillion, but a net worth of zero. This is why million, billion, trillion, the words mean absolutely nothing. Okay? That's why they mean nothing. This is what it feels like to have a net worth of zero. This is what I feel every day. But mine is not imaginary, it's real. That is my life every day. This is why the very reason why I can critique videos like that without any recourse of saying I'm wrong, or I'm that's not true, because everything I'm saying is true and I can prove it. I'm not saying anything untrue. That's why. That's why it's not really even talking about the person. Not even saying the person is bad or dumb, smart, good, bad. Well, it doesn't matter. Because once you think about, is my math true? That's all I'm here to say. That's mathematically incorrect. Say I'm wrong. They can't. That's all I'm there for. Whether people believe that or not is that's totally up to them. But I know I'm right. That's what it feels like every day. Having a net worth of zero. Young people, you hear that? Having a net worth of zero is the foundation that you build wealth upon. That's how to do it. Once you understand this foundation, everything else just comes to you. You'll understand you'll understand the way it truly works. I promise you it's not in books. Not any book I know of. Let's say it like that. Let me not say that because I'd be a complete moron to think I'm the only person that thinks this way, and that would be 100% ego if I thought that way. It's lovely on this side, man. I tell you, it's lovely. It is. It's going to be a shocker, but if I can get the younger people to understand this, it'll just be everything will just be natural to them. They'll know how to speak both debt and debt free because I promise you, there's two languages. I promise you, and the young people will be able to speak both. And for the youngsters that will grow up this way, let me tell you guys something, okay? Even even though you guys will see things that clearly make no mathematical sense to buy or purchase, right? You'll clearly see that. And the ones you love will clearly not. You have to accept that they don't see it. Yes, it's obvious. Yes, it's only math, but they don't see it. So don't get upset. Just accept that they don't see it and understand that they are just part of the bigger system that must be. It must be that way. The majority must stay asleep. I mean, little old me, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I don't care if I made $1 billion. That still wouldn't even touch anything. I promise you, it wouldn't touch anything. This is way, this is way, way, way bigger than me. Way bigger than me. This is this is like centuries in the making. Okay, this is I'm not really I'm just you know what it is? I'm just coming here just to get my piece, and I'm doing my part, you know. I know the real way to do it, and there's a different set of rules, and you just got to follow these rules, and you can be rich as long as you don't be greedy, you know, because there's plenty, right? There's plenty for everybody, but y- just do your part like you're supposed to do it, and you'll be good. Because me even sharing this information, like I keep telling you guys, I'm here to create the next generation of millionaires. That's my I can already see that's my new position, my new part, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, sorry, this might keep falling. All right, you guys. That was my what did he say there? Nicer says, bet it feels like when Andy broke out of the Shawshank after 20 years, crawled through the crap. Yeah, yeah. You know what? That is a good representation of it. You know what, Nicer? You're right. You know what? That's a good representation of it, because you know what it feels like, instead of the crap being actual crap, right? Just imagine the crap being a whole bunch of people around you feeding crap to you in your ears, right? And there's so much crap, you don't know which is good and which is bad. That's what it feels like. It was like I was crawling in that crap for like 20 years, hearing bits and pieces of what's good, what's bad. You know, you hear this and that, and then finally just waking up and like, oh my crap, oh my goodness, the majority was total crap. And all I had to do to decipher between all the crap was just use basic mathematics, and that was it. That was the answer, how to become a multi-billionaire. Use mathematics. This thing is so big, you guys don't even know, man. You guys have not a clue. I still feel like a baby. I still feel like a newborn, man. And this stuff has to come in pieces, man, because this would drive me crazy. Seeing how easy it was to become a millionaire just using mathematics on my finances, and you'd be like, damn, that was it. Yep, that was it. That's it. But a harsh reality for you guys that don't believe you could ever be debt free. That example I gave earlier would be the closest I can get you to kind of get an idea of what that feels like. Once you're out of debt, man, I'm telling you, you don't make bad decisions. You don't do things under duress because you need money. You don't do stuff like that anymore. You compromise yourself a lot, but just because you're just in debt. That's why you're doing it. But if you had a lot of money, you'd be like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. Why? Because I don't need the money. But that's neither here nor there. That's a whole different thing there. All right, you guys. I'm gonna get on out of here. This is the last one for the day. Best version. I'll be seeing you, man. What do you say? Oh yeah, that was back there. Okay. Yeah, this bad boy is, that Earnin App is just, whoo, that says a lot. You guys have no idea what that says. But anyway, I'm gonna get off this mic. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. All right. Talk to you later.